But I don't know. It's not. It's less about the character and more about the sentence. And I guess when we were starting out, it was originally just a lyric, kind of lifted from the film, and I guess it represented wanting to like leave our small town and go and travel, and that's all I guess you could say the aim of the band's ever been, just trying to get out and travel and see the world and stuff. So yeah, that's what it meant to us, and that's why we ended up using it as a band name. So I never really thought about it being all to do with Jack Sparrow. It doesn't really work like that. Most of the time it's not that magical. It's a long process of banging your head against a wall until you get to it. That song was one of the first we wrote together, weren't it?
Yeah, there's little bits in there, like, I remember when you had the lines in the middle, the kind of like middle 8 section, I remember thinking that was pretty different to pretty cool. It kind of stood out to anything we'd done. It
started off as a much darker track actually, but we always wanted it to be the first track on the album, and we just kept going over and over and over until I think it was one of the final things was like the lead part where the skippy vocals over the top, how the song starts, was one of the last things we put, and that's when we started being like, yeah, this is cool, this is different. Yeah. I mean, we always really dug the track and the direction. It was just getting it to be like the first song on the album. It had to be perfect, you know. I mean, that's what the whole song's about. People thinking they're standing for something by sitting on the internet and saying you're wrong. This is how it is. It's like that's not actually helping. You either give a shit and you go out and you rally and you do something about it, or you shut your mouth. You know what I mean? You can't have it both ways. You can't tell people eating meat's wrong and eat it yourself. You can't have a go at like all the massive oil companies and then drive a car. You know, you've got to kind of rationalise it. You know, I see people saying Apple are destroying the earth and they're tweeting it from their iPhone and stuff. So it's just we're just living in a mad world now where people think they've got the right to say any old without thinking twice, and I guess that's just a gripe that I have. No, not yet. I mean, that'd be cool though.
I'd like that, yeah.
I just have a strong opinion on it, and I find the whole thing about people being offended. But like, I mean, we have a church burning as our backdrop on one of our songs, and someone's like, oh, "Can you do that? That's offensive." And it's like, well, it's offensive that we're not allowed to have that opinion, because in my opinion, I don't think believing in God is a victimless crime. You know, it's not. It's only that.
It's more of like just trying to push the boundary a little bit and kind of like make a point out of.
But it's not for the sake of it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not to try and offend anyone. It's to try and make a point of like it means nothing.
It's not that I think I'm right and everyone else is wrong, and that's it. If it was just people believing in God had no effect on the world, it wouldn't matter. You can believe in what you want. If you want an imaginary friend that lives in the clouds, that's fine. But it's the fact that it does have a knock-on effect on other people and other things, and the whole world is in turmoil mainly because of religion, or at least a massive part of it. You know, so it's not like, oh, it's not hurting not to believe in it, because it is. And raising kids to believe in something that doesn't exist and base like being good on something that doesn't exist, it's not good, because what happens when they realise that it's not real, and then they go, well, what's the point in being good, and what's the point in being nice, and what's the point in this and that? It's like you should do everything for yourself and your friends and your family, and you know, you should never look to someone for help. You should realise that it's all going to come from you, and no one else is going to help you. And
it's a positive message, really.
Yeah, it is a positive message. It's definitely believe in yourself. You know, don't believe in anything else. We were just friends. I mean, when he started out, he did a remix for the band, and he was just up for that kind of stuff. He did some stuff on our album There's a Hell. So he was more before he were in Disney films and writing #1 hits. So he had a bit more time on his hands. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is something we notice. Like the first 10 rows now is just girls screaming, yeah. Girls, and it's strange. But it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's hard to imagine someone like you see them, and they look about 12, 13, listening to music like ours. But I mean,
the thing is, they do know it. They're not just stood there. They know all the words and stuff. So they obviously like the band. It's not like they've just turned up because they think it's cool. You know what I mean? They're like super fans of the band. So I couldn't care less how old they are and what gender they are. If they like the band, that's cool. I think that's awesome.
That's what we're all about. We're happy. We want to be the band that gets you into this world of music. You know, we want to be that band that breaks you. Like Linkin Park were the bands for me, and I'd love to be like that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we are by any means, but if that's almost what we relish. You know?
We definitely don't have any kind of like reservation or
elitism.
We don't have any kind of hang-ups about who comes to our shows. Anyone can come, no matter how old you are. If you like it, then that's cool.
There's always been girls and younger fans at the shows, but what we notice now is, like Jordan said, is they're all singing, they all love it. They're not just here because it's like cool to like the band or because they think one of the members is attractive or whatever. You know, they're there because they love the music and they're passionate about it, that's definitely changed over the last probably 2 years.
We put like a camera at front of house sometimes just to see, like, because we've been doing projections on this tour, to see what they look like, and it's cool because you can see like 13-year-old girls and then like 50-year-old men like really into it, and they know all the words as well, and it's just, I think that's awesome.
It's a much more general audience. You know, there's not like, you could used to spot a Bring the Horizon fan, you could see what you look like and you knew. Now it's like you have no idea, it's just people.
I think that's a really good thing.